has come to New England. No place like it on earth this time of year. We are at Gillette, Massachusetts. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New England Patriots. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
From the gun, they run with Michel. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Mike, check, 59. Hey, they're scared. 59, Mike, check.
From the gun, Duckworth. That's out to his running back, Michel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
4 yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd down, Duckworth over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the ground, Michel. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
Operating from the gun, Duckworth eluding the pressure right. Got his man, that's Harry. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Kill. He's crossing. He's checking.
They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. From the gun, Duckworth. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Demir Bird, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. The touchdown giving them the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's Jason Huntley, the rookie from New Mexico State. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Now left side on the swing pass. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
2nd and 7.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He had a good game catch the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, as he can really impact this offense. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll get this into the hands of Huntley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Gain of 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on first down. Huntley. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
Danny Shelton made
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
pass. Incomplete. Intended for Chris Godwin. It's 3rd down. And 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. This is the tight end fan. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down. Tucker McCann on 4th.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Yard attempt. That's the end of the first quarter with the score Patriots 7, Buccaneers 0. Tucker McCann on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Buccaneers.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. I'm coming. Check 45
Back to throw. Duckworth. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Duckworth. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Michelle. And Michel will have the first down and more. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Duckworth to Michel on the screen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. It oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Jason Huntley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caught
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check 26, check 26.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get there. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive moving forward.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Number 26, Sony Michel, the ball carrier. Jerome Baker in on the tackle.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 50-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A good decision in the end to pull and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st. On 1st down, Michel, and he'll take this one down to about the 40.
26, Sony
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
On the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Check, button set. Alert 86. Alert 86. Right here. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Here we go, D. 45.
Throwing on 1st down, Duckworth. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The intended receiver, Sony Michel, but it's going to be 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
59 mark. Check, 59.
Throwing again, Duckworth. And it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Buccaneers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
At the 46-yard line.
Mike 51, Mike 51. 51, Mike 51.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And a bucket.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
That's out to the left and complete. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And now he'll tuck it in. He's got daylight. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. Operating from the gun, Jackson, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Tyus Bowser in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs now leads to a third and long. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
26-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Michelle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was tackled.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let him know. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the run.
From the gun, Duckworth. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
He's checking. 60 Bison.
On the ground, this is Michelle. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
2 yards. It's 4th down.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd and a couple, Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
On the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Bucs on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He's got Evans. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Evans.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Buccaneers.
And Jackson throwing once more. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jason Huntley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, Michel. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down at the 15-yard line.
From the gun, Duckworth. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
A gain of 12 on the play. It's now 3rd and 7.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of
Often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Taken from just outside the 30. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Their own 43-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Jackson's pass.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Jackson, option right. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
The running back.
That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And 10.
Throwing again, Jackson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Pass complete.
Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
And this is secured by the Patriots. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He was tackled at the 27.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And McManus able to put it through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 34-yard line.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Tyus Bowser in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Jackson now to throw on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. One last shot for Jackson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Buccaneers.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Patriots,